Hello everybody. In this video, let us explore how to use Dashboard Studio and most importantly, let us see the table input. Let us discuss about the table input in the Dashboard Studio. So in order to do that one, let me open the Splunk web interface. This is my Splunk web interface where I have already logged in. And in order to go to the dashboard, first of all I have to go to the search and reporting app, and here if I click on dashboards, because I am going to create a new one, I can always click on this create new dashboard button over here, right? So here if I click on that button, I'll be seeing this dialog where I can always give a dashboard title. Let us give just like demo dashboard, and let us give some description like this is a dashboard studio. Studio for table input, right? So this is what we are going to discuss, and permissions we can always give as shared in app, and here I am going to select as classic dashboard, right? Two options will be having, one is the one is classic dashboard and dashboard studio. Here I am going to select this dashboard studio. Okay, so if I click on this one, again I will be having two options. One is the absolute layout, and another is the grid layout. Two layout will be there. Okay, one is the absolute layout, another is the grid layout. I'll be selecting this absolute layout. Okay, so which is more flexible to use, right? In the other video also we have discussed the same thing. So now once after selecting this one, I'll be clicking on create, so that I can go into my dashboard studio. So this is the interface where we'll be looking for the dashboard studio. So if you see the options over here, so here in the top in the topmost thing, okay, so you will be having various icons. So if you do remember in the classic dashboard, and if you have worked in the classic dashboard, so prominently we'll be having two type of things. One is the add visualizations, okay, add panels will be having add panels and add inputs, right? So add panels, if you add, what happens? If you click on add panels in the classic dashboard, to the right corner, just like this configuration whatever we are seeing right now over here, so there will be having this type of thing over there, and there will be seeing various kinds of visualizations, all those kinds of stuff. You can always select that visualization, and you can always configure that one, and you can always add that one, so that in a fixed format the panel will be adding over here, right? So that was what happening in the classic dashboard. So whatever the add panels are there, now they have provided over here itself. So if you click on this one, see whatever the visualization you want, you can always select from here itself. Okay, and the table input, okay, we are going to see in this class, in this particular video. So we'll be selecting this one. Okay, so let us do that after a few minutes. Let us explore the other options as well now. Okay, so and now again if you see the other one, this is the add inputs. So whatever the inputs you do have, just like your drop down, multi select, text input, all those things, so here they have provided. Okay, so in terms of this particular icon, okay, so these are the old things only. So whatever the things that you do have in classic dashboards, the same thing you do have in this particular dashboard studio as well, the earlier things. The extra things are the other things. Okay, so if you click over here, so they have provided so many icons over here, right? So whatever the icon you want, okay, to display in your particular dashboard, you can always select. For example, if you want to have this check icon, okay, so you can always click over here. See, this check icon will be appearing in your dashboard, so that you can configure accordingly. Whatever the icon or whatever the visualization you select over here, particular configuration will be available to the right side of your screen. Okay, so you can always configure them accordingly. So here, so it doesn't occupy in a fixed length. That's what we have discussed earlier as well. So it doesn't occupy the fixed length in your dashboard. It is flexible to move to any position. So to whatever position you want, or to whatever extent you want to reduce the size of the image or increase the size of the particular icon, you can always do that one. So if you have something over here, if you want to make if you want to align with the particular text, whatever you do have, so you can always put to the smallest extent like this. So automatically the width and height, the position, x position, y position, automatically they will be changing. You need not worry about. So in the earlier thing, it was the only the particular drawback we can say. So where it will be occupying if you are using only that particular thing in your panel. Okay, so it will be occupying the entire panel. Otherwise, you can split the panel into maximum of 3 things, right? So 3 to 4 things you can always divide. Okay, but here you cannot. It is not the case. To whatever extent you can always drag and drop the particular things. Okay, whatever the extent, even the icons or even the visualizations, whatever the things it may be. Okay, and then you can always configure even the color. Okay, whatever the color you want and all those kinds of stuff. Right. So that is the thing. And again, even the particular shapes, okay, if you want to add, you can always add. And again, images, okay, whatever the image you want to add. Okay, so that image, if you click on this image, you can directly give an URL, or if you have anything in your computer, you can always browse and you can always get into add the particular image. All those things you can always do in this dashboard studio. So some more flexibility you do have. Okay, so and again, if you click on this one, what is this? So this is a markdown text. So whatever the text you want to give, okay, so here you can always give text so that it will be appearing over there. Okay, so these are all the various other possibilities that you do have. Okay, various other options you do have to improvise the look and feel of your dashboard. Okay, that's what they have done in this classic dashboard basically. Okay, so now if I click over here and if I want to delete this one, I can easily delete. Okay, and as we have discussed, this is the configuration tab. So this is a toggle button where if you click over here, it will be displaying whatever the particular shape or icon or input or whatever it may be, visualization, whatever you select, based on that one the configuration appears over here. Okay, and you can configure them accordingly. Okay, and again, this is the data overview. Okay, so here you can always have the particular search, whatever the search you want, you can always put, or else you do have a saved search already, reports. Okay, you can always give over here, or else chain search. Okay, you can always create a chain search as well. So what do you mean by chain search, Kiran? Chain search is nothing but your base search in your classic dashboard. In your classic dashboard, you will be giving base searches, right? So that is nothing but chain search we'll be calling over here, and we'll be discussing this one as well if time permits in another video as well. Okay, so that is the thing. So you can always give all the particular things over here in the data overview. And again, the source code, there was a button in the earlier dashboard, right, classic dashboard. So here they have given us an icon over here. If you click, you can always go to the source code and you can always edit the source code as well. Okay, so these are all the various options that we do have that they have provided. And again, this is the grid lines, right? So whatever the grid lines you are seeing on the dashboard, if you want to maintain these grid lines, you can always enable this one. Otherwise, if you make it off, all the grid lines will be gone. Okay, and again, you can always increase the size to 100% to zoom in, zoom out to whatever size you want. You can always make those options. Okay, and again, this is the dark theme. This is the theme, light theme or dark theme. Light theme means you will be seeing in the white color, whereas dark theme means you will be seeing in the black color. Okay, so if you are using in night, you can always use the dark theme, or else in the morning you can always use the light theme like that. Okay, so and again, we will be having the view button to run in the real time. Okay, and again, we will be having the save button as well. So these are all the various options that we do have. So apart from the add input, okay, and add visualizations, add panels and add visualizations, these two are the old things only. So apart from this, they have provided some other options, just like adding icons, adding images, or adding shapes, and giving some running text to your particular things. Okay, so where you can make the rich and feel, okay, look and feel of the particular dashboard somewhat rich. Okay, so that is what they have done in this dashboard studio. Okay, that is the thing that you have to remember. And again, right now, so what we can do, so now as our point of discussion, okay, so I can always click over here. Okay, and I'll be selecting this table input. Okay, so once if I select this one, see, it will be adding to my dashboard, and as we have discussed, okay, so we can easily drag and drop you can easily drag and drop to whichever position we want, and we can easily see the look and feel here itself. Okay, so this will be my particular table input, right? So once after adding this table input like this, so yeah, once after adding this table input like this, so now what we have to do, we have to get the data into this table input, right? So how we can get the data? See, automatically we'll be seeing the particular configuration related to this table input to the right side of the screen. So in the search tab over here, if you click on this create search, okay, so here you will be having the SQL query. Okay, you will be having the format to write the SQL query. Okay, you will be having the provision to write the SQL query. So where you can write the SQL query over here. But before that, we can always change the name. Search underscore one, it has been given over here. Okay, so what name we can give? So because I'll be taking from my net underscore index, so some net data. Okay, some name. Okay, some name I can always give. Okay, and again, so this is the actual SQL query I have to write, right? Some simple SQL query where we can display in this particular table input, right? So that thing I'll be writing. So index equals to net underscore index. This is my native index where I'll be using regularly. Okay, source type equals to access underscore combined underscore w cookie, right? So this is the source type I'll be using, and I'll be using a simple table command where I'll be putting some fields just like product ID, category ID, some status bytes. So yeah, so this type of fields I want to get into my particular table input, right? So once if I click outside to this one, okay, so I have to choose apply and close. Okay, so I have to choose apply and close. Let me do that. Once after doing that, yeah, now I'm getting this particular thing on my screen, right? Now I'm getting the particular report in the particular table input, right? So now if you see over here, okay, so now if you click on the particular canvas of the particular dashboard, see, you will be finding the display modes. Right now it is in auto mode. If you want to make it to actual size, you can always make, or if you want to make it to the fit to width size also, you can always make, okay, according to your wish. Let us put auto only, okay, so that it will be selecting automatically. Okay, and canvas width and height, right, you can drag it over here. You need not change it, you can drag it, right? That's what we have discussed. Okay, you can always do. And here the background color, okay, the background color of the dashboard canvas you can always change. For example, if I want to have some this kind of color, right, I don't know what is this color. If I want to put this color, see, it will be changing to that particular color. So like that, if you want to change the particular dashboard color also, you can always change it. Okay, or else if you don't like this one, if you want to add an image over there, okay, you can always add an image also. How? By getting a background image by putting the URL. Okay, in any URL, if you have an image, you can directly put that URL, or else in your computer if you have an image. So like this, if you have an image, okay, so you can always add that image, so that this particular image will be getting over here. And now what we can do, again we can remove, okay, because the other thing, it will be in the background, it will be getting the color whatever we have selected earlier, so we can make it as transparent itself. Okay, so now only whatever the particular image is there, right, to that extent we will be seeing the particular dashboard. Okay, so now this X and Y positions we need not automatically, we can always change. That's what we have discussed. If you change, automatically it will be changing. See, automatically it will be changing. Okay, even all the things, even the X position, Y position, everything, it will be changing automatically. Okay, so you need not give manually the number, whatever the number you want to give, you need not give, but you can simply drag and drop over here, so that you will be getting this one. Okay, and again if I click on the global formatting over here, Okay, so here you see the number of rows displayed. See right now how many rows are being displayed over here? 10 rows are being displayed, right? But see 10 rows are being displayed, that's why our report has extended to so many pages. Okay, so if you want to put 100 as the number over here, see now you will be seeing 100 things over here. Okay, and also if you want row numbers, you can always put this in you can always enable this button so that row numbers will also be added. So now if you scroll, see in each page you will be having 100 records. Okay, that is the thing. And again, so if you are using any internal fields, okay, if you are using any internal fields, yeah, so you can always make it enable so that to display that fields, otherwise you can always disable this one as well. And again the background color of the particular, which color? Background color of the particular table input if you want to change. Okay, so right now it is black. If you want to make it as white, okay, you can always make it as white, or else if you want to make it as transparent, so you can make it as like this. If it doesn't think that it is not looking good, then again you can put another color, white color. Okay, like this you can always change the background of the particular input as well. Okay, and again you can always see the alternative rows. It is enabled right now, so that's why we are seeing the alternative rows color as different. So again, if you don't want that, if you disable this one, in single white color will be seeing. Okay, so these are all the various options that you can always explore in the particular dashboard studio. And header row inline, and this is important again. So right now the header row is inline. What do you mean by inline? So if you are scrolling this one, see you are not seeing the header anymore, right? So but again if I make it as, okay, fixed, okay, so now even though if you are scrolling, the header is fixed right now. So fixedly you are seeing the header and you are seeing the column names and all. And other option is there which is hidden. If you put as hidden, nowhere the header will be displayed. Even if you go to the top also, now the header will not be displayed. So it is always good to have this fixed header so that even if you scroll as well, okay, you will be seeing the column names and all, right? And again if you see this one, font name, okay, so right now we do have proportional font name, which is the default one, okay, proportionate to the particular width of your particular input, okay, this table input. Otherwise if you want to have a monospace thing, okay, so you can always select so that it will be adjusting according to that the font whatever you have given. Otherwise you can always put this default font itself. Or else if you want to change the font size, okay, so you can always make it large, or you can always make it extra small as well, okay, based upon your the particular width of your input, you can always change. Or else you can always make it to the default itself, so that it will be taken care, Splunk will be taking care itself. Okay, and again column formatting, and this is important again. What do you mean by column formatting? If you click over here, okay, so it will be asking you to specify a column. For example, I want to have format for my category ID column, right? This particular field, category ID is there, right? This particular field I want to format that field, so I have to click on this add column to format. Okay, so there I'll be selecting as category ID. Okay, once after selecting this one, what you have to do, you have to click on this edit icon, right? So if you click on this edit icon, you will be having an option. So for this category ID field values, right, I want to indicate some label, just like some hash kind of thing. Okay, so I want to indicate some label. So what I can do, I can put simply as hash over here. Okay, and if I click outside to this one, see it will be displaying the hash over there, but I don't want like this. I want the before name. So what we can do, the position, in position you can always select before. You will be having two things, one is the before, another is the after. You can always select before. Okay, so let's see, now it has come to the before the name of the particular thing. Okay, so like that you can always put the label whatever you want. And dynamic coloring option is also available. Right now by default it is off. Okay, so what is this dynamic coloring? If you make it to text, from off to if you make it to text, so whatever the color you do have, right now it is in some blue color, right, some kind of blue color or some violet color. Okay, so what you can do, you can match it across a particular value. So in my category ID, I do have a value called strategy, right? If I want to, if a strategy, only for strategy values I want to this particular color. if you think like that, then you can always provide the value over here, strategy. Okay, you can provide the value over here, and if you click outside, see wherever strategy is there, only there you are getting the particular color displayed. Okay, the font color has been changed only to this particular strategy values only. All the other values are in white color only. So let me change the background as well so that we can see the differentiation. Yeah, if I check the background to this particular color as well also. Okay, so now the background color has been this particular violet kind of color, and the text color as white, and all the remaining columns we do have in black color, so that we can clearly see the text as well. Okay, so like this, the background colors and all you can change accordingly. Okay, you can play around the colors whatever you want, and you can change. So otherwise you can always have the text color and the background color, both the things. Okay, so in this way you can always get the particular format for the particular field as well in the particular table input. Okay, this is what you have to remember. And now if you see the interactions, okay, so what is this interactions? You can always drill down, okay, the particular thing, or else you can always give a link to a particular report or to a particular dashboard, to a particular static page, whatever you want. Okay, so you can always do that one by using this particular interactions tab. If you click on this interactions tab, okay, and if you click on this add interaction, so on click, whatever the action you want to do, you can always do. So if you click on this particular, there is right now there is no action it is saying. If you click on this one, so link to custom URL, set tokens, link to a dashboard, all the options you are having. So if I click on link to custom URL, so you can always give a URL to a page just like your splunk.com page, right? So https://www.splunk.com. Okay, splunk.com. So if you want to get it open in a new page, you can always check this checkbox, otherwise it will be opening on the same page itself. Okay, so you can always check this one so that it will be opening in a new page. And now you have to click on apply. Okay, so once if you click on this apply button, so it will be saved, and again this is the code option. Okay, where you will be seeing the code of the, what is this code? This is the code related to the particular visualization, particular input. Okay, your table input. Okay, so you can always see the code here as well, or else you can always go to this particular icon and you can always go to the code as well. Okay, source code. So like this you can always do the things. And now what we have to do, we have to save this one. After doing all these changes, after customizing all this one, you have to save this. And now if you click on this particular view button, in the real time you will be opening this one and you will be seeing in the particular format. Okay, so like this you can always see the particular thing. And here this is what the thing, whatever the link we have seen, right? Anywhere if you click on over here, it will be taking you to the new page, because we have given the link as splunk.com, it is taken to the splunk.com website. Okay, so like that we can always configure the table inputs in a particular dashboard studio. Okay, so this is all in this video, and in another video again we will be seeing with another topic. Okay, so please like, share and subscribe, so if you think that it is useful, so that other people can also make use of this thing. Okay, so again we will be meeting in another video. Until then, have a great time. Bye bye.